Now these egg rolls were fried to perfection. They came out so good. Crispy golden pork egg rolls that are packed with flavor, and they're easier to make than you think. Stick around because I'm about to show you step by step how to whip these up in no time. All right, so we're gonna start with mincing our garlic, which I've already done. Dicing up some ginger and also chopping up our green onion, separating the whites of the green onion from the greens of the green onion. I use the whites of my green onion to cook with because it gives it a little bit more flavor. So this should be about enough to go in the pork that we are using, and then the rest I'll just use for some garnish. Now I'm just gonna finely chop up my ginger. Ginger really brings out the flavor in these egg rolls, and I am so excited to throw this all together. I'm just doing my best to make sure that the ginger is small enough because no one wants to bite into a huge piece of ginger. That will ruin everything. Once you have all these ingredients cut up and ready to go, we're gonna go over to the stove and start making our filling. So now we're gonna add our ground pork to our pan with just a little bit of oil, and if you don't eat pork, you can use ground turkey. So once you've added your oil to the pan, you can go ahead and add your ground pork to the pan, or any meat of your choice, and also take this out because duh. While this is cooking, go ahead and chop it up a little bit just to break down the ground meat. I don't like to season my meat until I've drained the oil, because if you season it before you drain the oil, you're losing out on a lot of flavor. We don't want any raw ground pork around these parts, so make sure everything is cooked and browned. Once your ground meat is cooked all the way through, you want to go ahead and drain the excess oil and literally just go in and try to get as much of that oil out as I can. After you've drained your oil, go ahead and add in about 2 tablespoons of garlic and mix it around. Then you want to go ahead and add in your green onion whites and your ginger. Then you want to just mix everything together. So now you want to add in about a tablespoon of soy sauce. And don't worry about remembering the ingredients. I'm going to put them all in the description. Then you want to go in with about a teaspoon of some fish sauce. This is very strong, so please do not put too much. And then we're going to add in a teaspoon of some sesame oil. This one is strong too, so be mindful of that. And then we're going to go in with a tablespoon of some rice vinegar. Once all these flavors have combined, we're going to go ahead and start seasoning it up. Now these seasonings I don't really measure. I just kind of go with what I feel is enough. So I'm adding in some white pepper. Then I'm going to go in with some garlic powder, some onion powder, just a little bit of salt, and then a pinch of some coriander. Then we're going to mix everything together. Now will be the perfect time, if you are frying your egg rolls, to go ahead and start heating your oil up. Once you've seasoned your meat and added in all the sauces and the oils, we're going to go ahead and add in about a cup of Asian slaw mix. And all it is Napa cabbage, some celery, and carrots. And we're going to let this cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. And I've also reduced the heat to low just so nothing burns. And now will be the perfect time to taste it, just in case you feel you need to add something else. Once this is cooked for about 2 to 3 minutes, we're going to go ahead and start putting it in our egg rolls. Once your filling has cooled down a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and start putting it in our egg roll. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I am not the best egg roll wrapper, so we'll just go with it. So you wanna lay it down in kind of like a diamond shape, and then put about 2 to 2.5 tablespoons of the filling in the center. You don't wanna overfill it. Just kind of wanna tuck it, so you wanna go like this, and then tuck in the sides. Like I said, not the best egg roll wrapper, but we live to see another day. You want to go around the edges with some water and then just roll it. This is very bad, but it's gonna work. And then literally rinse and repeat. So diamond, add your filling in the middle, tuck in the bottom, roll in the sides, add some water, and then just roll it on up. These aren't the prettiest, but they're still gonna be good. So that's all we really care about. And once you're done with the egg rolls, we're just gonna go ahead and toss them in some oil. You can use either canola or vegetable oil, whatever frying oil you like. And then they'll be pretty much done. All right, so all the egg rolls are nice and rolled up. And the funny thing is, as soon as I cut the camera off, they came out so much better than the ones I did on camera. But either way, they're all getting fried and we're gonna enjoy them. By this time, the oil should be nice and hot, so we're gonna do a chopstick test. And a chopstick test, all it is you put a chopstick in and you see if it bubbles. If it bubbles, you're good to go. If not, wait a little bit longer before you start putting in your egg rolls because we want them nice and crispy. I'm just using some tongs and I'm just tossing them in. And they should start frying right away. You don't want to put too many egg rolls in there at one time, but you could get a good amount in there depending on how big your pot is. I'm just using my Dutch oven. I'm just gonna let them cook for a few minutes until they're nice and golden brown. They should start to look really good. Once they're nice and golden brown, you want to start taking them out and putting them on a paper towel to drain any excess oil. That's how you know they're nice and crispy. If you like this recipe, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one. I'm gonna go enjoy these egg rolls. Y'all be blessed.